Hello, professional colleague. Welcome to today's class. Here we shall be looking at the Nigerian transfer pricing regulation. Before now, it used to be transfer pricing regulation of 2012. Okay, but now we have a transfer pricing regulation 2018. Okay, uh, specifically we are concentrating on the offenses and penalties under the transfer pricing regulation of 2018. That's the new transfer pricing regulation. Okay, so transfer pricing is not new in Nigeria, but the laws regulating it were put together in 2012. So the price chart for goods and services supplied or transferred by one subunit of an organization to another subunit or member of a group to another can be referred to as a transfer price. Okay, in other words, it also refers to as what? It refers to price at which an enterprise transfer physical goods and intangible property to provide services to associated enterprises. It refers to prices charged by an enterprise on transfer of physical goods and intangible property or services provided, okay, or services provided to associated enterprises. Are we together? Okay, so with particular reference to multinational companies, transfer pricing can also be referred to price what it can also be referred to as a mechanism used by the multinationals to transfer goods and services between their related or associated companies. That is, it is a mechanism used by by the multinational companies. That is, companies who have establishments in more than two or more countries. Okay, so the prices at which goods and services were transferred or exchanged between these related parties or connected persons is being referred to as what? As a transfer pricing. So a transfer price may be determined based on the external market price or open market price for a similar product, or market-based transfer price, or it may even be based on the cost incurred in making the product. Are we together? So in that case, we take it as cost-based transfer price, and at times it may be determined through negotiation between the subunits or members of a group buying and selling the product. In that instance, it is referred to as a negotiated transfer pricing. This is what refers to as a negotiated transfer pricing. So, like I said earlier, that in this class we focus on the offenses and penalties of transfer pricing documentation or regulation 2018. However, I would like to take us through in brief what transfer pricing is. Okay, so we have different methods transfer pricing. So it depends on the choices of companies. Okay, so for instance, we have the controlled we have the transactional method. We have the comparable uncontrolled price method. We have the comparable uncontrolled price method of transfer pricing. We have the resale price method of transfer pricing. Also, we have the cost plus method of transfer pricing. We have the profit split method of transfer pricing, and also we have the transactional net margin method. We have the transactional net margin method. Okay, so basically these are the 5 methods a company can choose in determining the controlled prices, okay, or controlled transaction. Okay, what is a comparable uncontrolled price? The comparable uncontrolled price method compares the price charged for transactions between associated enterprises, that is related parties, with prices charged for similar transactions between independent enterprise in comparable circumstances. That is, if company A is related to company B, okay, and we have company C, company D, and company E, okay, independent entity operating in the same industry in which company B is operating within. Okay, so now let's assume this company, or in this industry, they are into what? They are into soap production. Okay, so they are soap manufacturers. Okay, so now assuming company A is into what? Is into uh is manufacturing carton. Okay, is manufacturing what? Is manufacturing carton that is used to pack soap. Okay, so now the prices at which company A will sell to entities which are independent of us of company A, that is, who are not related to company A, must is should be applicable to what? Should be applicable to transactions between A and B. Are we together? Should be applicable between transactions between what? Between A and B. That is, if the price of a carton to company C is say 20 naira per carton, okay, then the selling price to company B, irrespective of the level of their relationship, should also be stated at 20 naira. That's what comparable uncontrolled price method is all about. That is, the prices that will be charged for transactions between associated enterprise, with prices charged for similar transactions between independent enterprises in comparable circumstances. So if there's any difference between the two prices, this might be an indication that the transactions between the associated enterprises are not made at arm's length principle. Okay, are not made that was at arm's length. Are we together? So likewise, our resale price method. The resale price method begins with the resale price to an independent enterprise of a product purchased from an associated enterprise, and the gross margin is then deducted from this resale price. That is, in the case of company A and company B, who are related companies, so if A Limited transfers goods to B Limited, that is, sell carton to B, okay, so which B then sells to independent parties, that is, in this case, A sells to B, then B sells to what? To C, D, or E. Okay, so under the what? Under the resale price method, the arm's length price of the product acquired by B Limited is a non what? Is a non-arm's length transaction. Okay, if this is determined by reducing the price realized on the sale of the product by B Limited to independent parties by an appropriate gross margin, that is resale price margin. Are we together? So B Limited gross margin may be determined by reference to the gross margin that B Limited usually earns in comparable transactions with independent parties. That is, if B is also to buy from what? From other parties who are independent of B and A. Okay, so will the carton be sold at 20 naira? Okay, so if what companies independent of A and B, what they are selling per carton is what? Is 25 naira. Okay, so then we say that this 20 naira is not at arm's length. Are we together? Okay, so we also have the cost plus method. So under this approach, the cost incurred by the supplier in making the product transferred or services provided to an associated enterprise are ascertained and marked up. Okay, so an appropriate markup may be determined by reference to other enterprises and similar independent suppliers earning in comparable transactions, that is internal comparable, or by reference to the markup earned in comparable transactions by entirely independent enterprises, that's external what? External comparable. That is, if what is applicable in that industry is say 10% markup on cost. Okay, so in whatever prices B is getting the goods from its related party, the 10% industry average will be what will be applied upon all together. Okay, so also we have our profit split method, transaction net margin method, and the likes. Okay, so then we have documentation of transfer pricing. So what are you documenting in transfer pricing? You are documenting your what? You are documenting the company's transfer pricing policy. You are documenting the transfer pricing compliance reports. Then you're also documenting the transfer pricing returns. Okay, you're also documenting the transfer pricing returns. That is the transfer pricing declaration, the transfer pricing declaration and disclosure forms, which must be done what annually. Okay, you must submit your transfer pricing declaration and disclosure form annually. Are we together? Okay, so the transfer pricing policy is a document that guides the conduct of related parties transaction within a group of us, within a group of companies, in which the transfer pricing method that will be adopted will be stated, and other controlled transactions within the related entities. Are we together? So then for the transfer pricing disclosure and submission to FIRS, so your annual returns, your accounts will be what will be submitted. So the particulars of reporting company or entity, immediate parent companies, the subsidiary, directors of reporting entities, uh, and more are what are being will be what shall be documented and submitted to the FIRS. Are we together? Okay. So for the purpose of this class, I would like to define what control transaction is and control the connected taxable persons. Okay, so a controlled transaction constitutes commercial or financial transaction between connected and taxable persons. It constitutes what? It constitutes a commercial or financial what? Or financial transaction between what? Between connected persons. Okay, so then who are the connected persons? So connected persons include persons, individual entities, companies, partnerships, joint ventures, trusts or associations. Collectively refers to as connected taxable persons. So this may also include persons referred to under section 13, under section 22 of the Company Income Tax Act, under section 15 of the of Petroleum Profit Tax Act, and under section 17 of the Personal Income Tax Act, and also as well as the article 9 of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, model tax convention and associated enterprise in the OECD guidelines. Are we together? Are we together? Okay, so now let's go to the deal of the day, which is the offenses and penalties specified by the new regulations. Offenses and penalties specified by the new regulations. Are we together? Okay, so the Federal Inland Revenue Services recently in 2018 issued the revised income tax transfer pricing regulations 2018, revoking the 2012 regulations. The new regulations take effect from 12th March 2018, 12 March 2018, and would apply to basis period beginning after this date. Okay, beginning and after this date. So the new regulations contain some provisions, including the penalty regime for various type of offenses including the penalty regime for various type of offenses. Okay, so